to grow along with us, and that's the basic aim or goal behind doing all these efforts.
Absolutely. And yeah, one thing you described there that I think is important to highlight is that preparation, right? And I think that's one of the key things that you highlighted a couple of things: preparation and research, and those are again essential to get there, to build that connection, that trust with the customer. One thing when it comes to preparation is that would also give you insights, like you mentioned, there's so much information, publicly available information. And let's just take an example, right? Let's say that you're pursuing let's say an energy organization, public organization, and one of the things that it's important to do is just go in and check in their, let's say, financial statements or the financial reports, their annual reports, understanding what are the key drivers for that entity, for that organization. Different organizations have different drivers, different um, key indicators, right? So it might be customer satisfaction, it might be reliability, it might be profitability, like understanding what are those key drivers for that organization. And research, simple research will give you those insights. That would also give you some unique perspective that you can then share with the customer, get their input. And one thing you mentioned, I wanted to bring that back to one thing you mentioned initially, is the kind of some challenges as well, right? And kind of what we have seen as a challenger sales approach, in which customers, they have obviously their perspective, their understanding of what they might need or what they're trying to solve. But the challenger sales concept it goes beyond that, is sometimes pushing the thinking of the customer and sometimes the insights, right? And once you are able to build that connection, the trust, you will be in a better position to challenge or to push the thinking of the customer to come to, or to get to a proper solution for the problem they're trying to solve. And part of the preparation is one of the parts that will give you those insights into being more equipped to challenge and to basically discuss with the customer and get to the proper solution, right? So just wanted to bring that up. I think that's something you mentioned at the beginning, and it's all in a way connected, right? So what are your thoughts around that, Wajid? I know that's something you and I have discussed before, the challenger sales approach, and how to going out of the kind of a comfort status quo and start, challenging the status quo and asking some more questions about the how to push those limits of the current status, right? So what are your thoughts around that, and how we can connect that with storytelling, and obviously in an effort to advance opportunities with our customers?
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Simon. And the reason I wanted to bring, and the reason I mentioned actually the challenger sale, it is very related in some ways to the storytelling concept. And what you're doing in a challenger sale, like if I summarize this in a one-liner, what you do in a challenger sale is you actually act differently than the rest of the sales community. So you basically go against the status quo, right? So you see your customer, and you pushes your customer back in some situation. You just don't say yes all the times. And the reason you're pushing back your customer is not out of any disrespect or any arrogance, but you're doing it to actually help them, and you're doing it to give them, to provide them more value, perhaps sometimes in a cost-effective way. And that's why you're challenging back on them. So you're asking them some probing questions, and you're asking them some challenging questions. And that's what I love about this concept, is that it totally differentiates you from anybody else in a sales role. Because what customers like, think about customers, right? Think about the buyers. They see so many salespeople on daily basis, and almost everybody